What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about Werewolf by Night. We got the release of Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus a few days ago. I watched it and definitely got to get my thoughts on it, get my review on it. So let's go ahead and get to it. So one of the first things I got to say about this, overall it was highly enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed the whole this whole special presentation of Marvel that they released on Disney Plus. It was such so enjoyable. I enjoyed it so much, and all I gotta say is so the runtime for it was about 50 minutes, 50 to 52 minutes around there. So I gotta say, for me that was, well, really in the context of how good it was, for me that was kind of short. I gotta say it was kind of short. Honestly, would have liked more. And I gotta say off the bat, there's really no complaints about this special presentation, except that maybe we could have gotten more. Like, I would have enjoyed watching this a little bit more, like have it a little bit longer. Um, Honestly, because I enjoyed it so much, I would have liked to have it a little bit longer. That's really only if I had to say a complaint about it, that would be like probably the biggest complaint about it. That it was just it was like short, and wish I could have seen more about it. Just really. So it's not really a bad complaint or anything like that. Just wish it would have been longer so we could just see more, because it was just that good to me, at least. So other than that, really not too many complaints, honestly. Like, I enjoyed what they're able to do with this. Michael Giacchino, director, was given a shot to make a special, and he said he wanted to do Werewolf by Night, and they gave him that chance to do it, and I gotta say he did an outstanding job with this. Overall, I enjoyed the classic Universal monsters type feel, the type of vibe that it was giving off in this special, especially with like the black and white going on. Did such a great job with the black and white, like, and it's and it had that vibe, like the classic Universal monsters movies back in like the 30s, the 1930s and 1940s, and they did such a great job with that. And speaking with black and white, I think that's the reason why they were able to get away with such violence, and just the way it was in the special. Like, I don't remember the exact rating. I don't know if it was like rated TVMA or what, but this special got gruesome. I wouldn't say it got like a whole, like, I wouldn't say it was like super gruesome or anything like that, but like as far as anything in the MCU is concerned, and this is like a straight up horror, it definitely did get gruesome for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think the reason why they made black and white is because they wanted to try to push that boundary of trying to go a little bit horror and a little gruesome and stuff like that. Because, like, you see people getting attacked and getting chopped off limbs and stuff like that, and you literally see blood splatter and everywhere. And like, since it's black and white, of course it's not going to be like red blood or anything like that. It's like blood splattering. It's like you see it as like dark gray and black and stuff. So I think that was one reason why they're able to do it black and white, or one reason why they put it black and white, so they could get away with some of that stuff and be able to do some of those things. And I gotta say, I'm glad they did that, because it was such an amazing thing they did with it. Just stepping it up and doing that stuff, making it gruesome, making it horror based, and just overall the vibe of it was amazing. It was awesome, and I highly enjoyed what they were able to do with it. The thing with the special was that it was kind of self-contained, but also too, I think it could have implications for the future in the long run. Most For the most part, it was self-contained, but if you understand some of the references that they do in the comics, what they with these characters, and just reference things that they did in the special that are in the comics, then they could have implications for the future of the MCU. But other than that, it really was sort of its own contained kind of story. We get different characters coming here, like Elsa Bloodstone definitely could be coming in the future at MCU, especially with her being a member of the Midnight Suns. She definitely could come back. Of course, we got Jack Russell, the Werewolf by Night, who could definitely come back and be part of Midnight Suns also. Man Thing, who was in that special also, who could definitely come back and be part of Midnight Suns also. So this was definitely, if they're trying to set up Midnight Suns, and it looks like they're trying to set up Midnight Suns with all the other characters and things they've been doing, especially like, with this special, and of course Moon Knight is a character from Midnight Suns. We got Blade, that's already in the MCU, or is coming in the future, near future to MCU. Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, is coming, or Dane Whitman. We already have Dane Whitman in the MCU, but his persona of Black Knight is definitely a character that could be in the Midnight Suns also. So they're definitely setting up Midnight Suns. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets announced in the future and they set that team up. But a lot of things a lot of implications in this special. For being a self-contained story, there's also implications for the future and stuff. But yeah, like they definitely could set up a Midnight Suns kind of thing, and I definitely think they will. They've been planting the seeds and all that, and I definitely think they're going to be setting that up for the future with these characters. But I gotta say, I highly enjoyed this special. It was such a great and awesome and amazing thing they were able to do. I'm glad they gave Michael Giacchino the chance to be able to create this and direct this, give him the chance to kind of do his own thing, his own vision of what he wanted to do. And I gotta say, he knocked it out the park for this. Knocked it out the park with this special presentation that they released on Disney Plus. Cause it was amazing. It was awesome. I gotta say, it was one of the things I highly enjoyed. One of my favorite things that I've seen in a while from Marvel. I gotta say, I like Marvel, of course, and the things that they put out and all that stuff. But I gotta say, this one has been one of my favorite things they have done recently, that they released, and I honestly I highly enjoyed it. I highly liked it, and I thought it was amazing and awesome. And I gotta say, I hope we get more in the future with Werewolf by Night, and perhaps Michael Giacchino could do something like that. I know that they lost the director for Blade, and honestly, after watching Werewolf by Night, I might actually put Michael Giacchino on one of the list of directors that could possibly direct Blade. I gotta say, just seeing what he was able to do with this special, creating his vision and them taking a risk and giving him the chance to be able to create what he wanted. He did such an amazing job with that, and like I said, after watching this, I think you could definitely put him in the running for at least on the list for a possible director for the Blade movie. Since they're looking for a new director, definitely could be on the list for that. So he did such a great job, and Michael Giacchino, y'all might be familiar with him. This is, I think, as far as I know, this might be his first directing job or directing something. He's most notably known as a composer. He's done amazing scores for Marvel movies and other movies. Recently he did the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. So he's a very notable composer in Hollywood who does amazing scores and all that. So this was his first time, as far as I know, this was his first time getting a director, being able to direct something. And Marvel gave him the chance. He said, "I want to do Werewolf by Night." They put that risk out there and let him go ahead and do it and create his vision. And I gotta say, he knocked it out the park. I gotta say, I highly enjoyed it. Like I said, definitely one of my most recent favorite things that they released in Marvel. It was amazing. I gotta say, it was really amazing. It was really great. I like everything they were able to do with it. Such awesome characters I want to see in the future. Man-Thing is definitely going to be that next Groot character. I think is going to be a fan favorite for people, just the way he was in this special presentation. Honestly, was a likable character and all that. So I think he could be the next Groot type character, fan favorite. The werewolf design honestly wasn't too bad. I kind of liked, well, at least for the setting, the way it was, the way for the story it was, and they were trying to go for the 1930s, 40s classic Universal Monsters type horror movies. The design didn't look too bad. I know they were doing a lot of practical stuff, so it was definitely a practical use, and I think Man-Thing for the most part was practical. Slight CGI here and there on some stuff, but other than that, he was pretty much practical effects. And so was the werewolf, and the design was honestly, at least for going for that classic Universal Monster type look, Definitely was a great design, and the use of practical effects was honestly pretty good. I gotta say, it's kind of like a mixture. I was kind of looking at it and stuff like that. It looks kind of like a mixture. It does look like classic Wolfman, but it kind of looks like a mixture of classic Wolfman and Teen Wolf the series, a little bit like that, you know, kind of a mixture between those two a little bit. But it was such great practical effects that they used and stuff. Just the violence and everything in here, the horror based aspect of it and vibe of it was honestly amazing and awesome. I like seeing this special so much. Definitely cannot wait to see what they do with these characters, or at least what they do in the future with this Werewolf by Night. Cause I definitely want to see more in the future. So hopefully we get more in the future. I definitely cannot wait for it. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen a special presentation and what are your thoughts on it. But remember, if you want to be a part of Team Legendary, all you got to do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day. And remember, be legendary.